My name is Kira Williams. I'm 19 years old. I attend Alabama State University. I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My major is currently mechanical engineering and computer science, and I play golf.
This way? In here? Nah. What that thing is up?
So I first got into golf from this program called For Life. For Life is basically a nonprofit organization that helps get at-risk minority kids into the game of golf and basically off the street. My parents sent my sisters there first, and then they sent me there afterwards to learn golf. Well, at first I played golf growing up so that I could get a scholarship to college to pay for my college so that I didn't have to worry about debt or finding a way to get an education at a university. I think now I play it for the competition aspect. At the end of the day, just a love for the game. Being able to travel with my teammates and see beautiful places, play at amazing golf courses, experience new things, and just seeing how far I go in the game. Some of the most difficult things about golf, in my opinion, is the mental toughness that you have to play the game of golf. Physically, you don't need to be extraordinary, and even the amount of time that you put in to golf, it's a lot, but it's not crazy. The mental toughness that you have to do to be able to play the game of golf, you know, staying in the present moment, staying positive. You have to be tough to be able to play around over 4 or 5, even 10 to 12 hours and stay in the game the entire. The only thing that goes on in my head before every shot is just what shot I want to hit. I don't think about anything else other than the shot at hand. Maybe a tune will be playing, but most of the time I try and keep my focus solely on what I want this shot to do. I guess the average person wouldn't necessarily know how much time it takes to get good at the game of golf. To be good and be at a competitive level in golf, you do have to put in a lot of time, whether that's practicing, just being out at the course, even being in the gym, just things like that. Playing at an HBCU does mean something to me because at the end of the day, golf, I'm not going to say is a white man's sport. It was a white man's sport. A lot more people, are getting into the game of golf, people who look like me, young, old, women are getting into the game of golf. And so it initially being a white man's sport, being able to play at a HBCU, play with people who look like me and show that, we can play the sport too, that we're able to compete and do all the things that they said that we couldn't do. It's like a sense of pride. It's also nice to be able to see other players who look like me when we play at HBCU tournaments and know it's always a nice thing to see in your field. This sport has taught me to be more in the present moment and more mentally positive than I was before. Becoming mentally tough in golf has allowed me to become mentally tough in my everyday life. So, if you're fighting a bad day or a bad situation or something that doesn't sit well with you in real life. Learning how to be mentally tough in golf has also allowed me to be mentally tough in those situations to tell myself, hey, it's okay, it's going to be fine, we can fix this, and not let it linger. So it's allowed me to become more positive, a happier person, and at the end of the day, a better person, I think it's allowed me to make sure that I'm always progressing at becoming a better person every day. And it's allowed me to put in a work ethic of practicing for something, always trying to improve myself in the game of golf, and also doing that in real life for myself. I think my love of the game comes from the amount of time that I put into it. You obviously don't always love the game, but I think when you spend so much time doing it, you develop that sort of type of relationship with your sport. You want to see yourself do better. You want to keep progressing, get better. At the end of the day, even if you're not doing well, even if, your sport isn't making you happy, there's always that love there that keeps you going out to the course and practicing and playing and trying to see yourself improve. Golf definitely teaches patience. It teaches unconditional love, an unconditional want to keep going. I feel like with golf, you have an entire round, a bad 18, and then let's say you hit one good shot on hole 18, and you're like, yeah, that's the reason that I'm going to come out here tomorrow and keep going, keep fighting adversity, and keep trying.